Hi everyone, if you're new to my channel, I'm documenting the renovation of our 1975 Alberg 30 sailboat. She looked like this when we got her. We've renamed her Aqua Marie, a play on my wife's middle name and her favorite color, the color of tropical water. I got a project boat because I wanted to have every system updated and I wanted to know how to do all the work myself. We're trying to go small and go simple. Last season I fixed soft spots on the deck by replacing the rotten balsa wood core. This year I painted the deck and cabin, and now I've moved on to cleaning up the bilge. The goal is to splash here in nearby Lake Ontario to hone our sailing skills until we can cast the lines and start exploring. Okay, so this is the front half down under the engine as much as I can. I put one layer of fiberglass down the side and all the way across, and then another layer of fiberglass down this side and all the way across. And the bottom's got 2 layers. And the side has 1 layer going all the way back up to about there. And then I put just a layer over the 2 through hulls that I'm covering. So I got an inside layer here just with a single, and then I will patch those from the outside. Alright, started on the disassembly. Took some video that I will provide to whoever buys this from me that shows where all the connections were before I took them apart. And I also, as you can see, all the wiring in the boat, I just cut it up, got it out of there. I'm going to rewire the whole thing anyway, so I have to get some equipment to drain I got a couple of jugs to drain the diesel tank into. And I mean, I just did this is still wet, so before I disconnect the exhaust, like the exhaust hose from this thing, which probably has water in it, I don't want it to drain into my freshly epoxied sump or bilge here. So I guess I'm done for the day. I'll go buy some stuff I need. It is Monday, September 20th 2021. I have the week off, so I'm going to try to get some work done on this boat. Last episode I had done the bilge paint up to right about there. Since then I have put in additional fiberglass from about here all the way up around to there. A couple layers. First I put the epoxy down, and then I did that. And then painted 2 coats of Epiphanes. I think it's Epiphanes bilge coat, whatever. And that's what I have left to deal with back there. I can't get at that. That's as far as I could reach because of that. So I will be pulling the engine and trying to get at down below there. And here's the siphoning of the diesel tank. Little Harbor Freight special seemed to do the trick. So I got the engine completely disconnected all the way back to the drivetrain. That's disconnected there. Got the mounts off. Got all of the a lot of cables out. This guy's still connected in the back, as well as one gas line. I'll disconnect those from the engine when I lift it out, but now I gotta lift it. I think that looks like a lift point in there. Get something. I got a chain hoist I'm gonna use from that. Got one 2x4 here. I'm gonna put another one right there so that's gonna hold it up, I hope. Manual says it's 300 pounds. So I drained the coolant as much as I could. Oil's still in it. Drained gas lines. So, may drain the oil. I don't know. I don't think a few pounds is going to matter one way or the other. I forgot to mention, I'm going to lift this up. And I don't have any place to put it for now as far as getting it out of the boat, because I'm still under the cover of the tarp and everything. I'm going to lift it up, move it over to here. And I have this. It's just a furniture mover, a little cart. Put some plywood on, so I'll move that over here, lift it, put it on there, and then I can at least move it out of the way this much while I'm working until I can figure out how I'm going to get it out of the boat. So I use this to pull that out. We got what I've had up here, my two 2x4s sistered together. That's the main support that's been there. Added another one right here, and then it's plenty for the up and down, and to counter the lateral movement I've got both front and back to keep it from scooting, because I had to pull from down here kind of at an angle, get it up and swing it, put it down on top of that, move it. So I wanted to make sure the side to side motion wasn't gonna go anywhere, and it worked like a champ. So now I have an empty spot. Actually had a little trouble because I didn't realize that these two bumpers that the engine sits on were actually attached. It looked like it was just sitting there, so I had some pressure and pulled up on the chain hoist, and she didn't want to come. So I had to drop her back down and take off those, got her out. And now I just got to clean, and I'll be pulling all the. Let's see what else we got in here. We got one through hull here, the old style. One over there. These are the cockpit drains, and also the coming down from the side decks. So I'm not sure if I'm going to keep those or not. I got some possible plans to get rid of those entirely, but maybe not. I don't know. Fuel tank is empty, so I can disconnect that, get that out of there, and just clean all this up, and then we'll go from there. So here she is. Got her on a dolly. Roll back and forth on the floor here, out of the way, as much out of the way as possible. But anybody wants her, give me an offer. Back to work. Rainy day. It is Wednesday, September, I don't know. And got the engine out yesterday, or out of its spot. I just pulled the motor mounts, so I'm assuming I'll send those along with the engine to whoever buys it. A box full of cables, etc. So I'm just trying to clean up the spot. So I got the motor mounts out, working on the through hull here. And 2 through hulls gone. And I just took the hammer and gave a couple whacks and the outside part popped right off. So now I gotta go down and cover it up with some tape so the bees don't start getting in here. Well, this was fun. Got the diesel tank pulled forward. Luckily it dropped to be right at that angle, because any farther then all the diesel that is up to here would have come out. So I was wondering why I got almost 11 gallons out of my 10-gallon tank. This is much bigger. This must be a 15-gallon tank. Don't always trust the specs when you read about a boat. So I gotta get another diesel can and siphon it into that. So I guess I'm done with this area for the day. So in addition to pulling everything out around the engine, I pulled the controls for the engine out, throttle. I put all that stuff aside to go with the engine. I pulled a lot of wiring out. There was actually a circuit breaker up inside here that had 3 plugs in the boat. I just pulled it and tossed it. Yeah, so I think that's all I'm going to do for this episode. Still demoing. So thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, I think there's a blue circle up here. Appreciate it. Take care. Bye.